to video number 8. We'll do a standing exercise to start with. On this video, if you want to use your softball, then we've got something for that. And if you've got a band, you can use the band in a minute as well. The first exercise is bow and arrow one. So if you stand with your right foot front, and you can't see which foot I've got, a bit stuck for space here. You take your arms out in front, shoulders down, and then draw your elbow back so you get a rotation in the waist and come back again. So you breathe in as you rotate, and you breathe out as you lengthen that arm away from you. Aiming for 10 of these, getting a good rotation in the waist. So you're working round the waist. You're also opening up the front of your chest here, keeping those shoulders nice and wide and open. So aiming for 10 of those. Right foot front, which is keeping the hips nice and stable, we hope. And when we've done about 10 on one side, then we'll turn around and we'll do 10 on the other side. So shoulders down, hips nice and square, lengthening the arms away, and then drawing that elbow back, doing a good rotation, breathing in and breathing out as you lengthen. Aiming for 10 of those. I always feel we should be on the side of a building in Egypt doing this one. Oh, I really feel that. If you've been doing lots of gardening, as I suspect we all have, helps with the shoulders a bit, that one. And then if we finish that one off, I'll move this and we'll just come down to the mat and we'll do, we're on 4-point kneeling. Actually, we never miss up the opportunity for a hip flexor stretch, so we'll just have a little stretch as we get down onto the mat. And we'll do the second side. And then we're into 4-point kneeling. Now, if you want to use your ball, you can have it under your foot. And then just roll the ball away. So, knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders, shoulders down, navel in and up and back to the backbone. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, you extend your leg along the mat, or your foot along the mat. Breathe in as it comes back in. Same on the second side. Breathing out as you extend and breathing in as you come back in. Aiming for 10 changes on that one. Aiming to keep your body still. So as you're moving your leg, careful that you're not lifting your hips up. Keep nice and stable with that one. When we've done about 10 of those, the next one, and again, you can still use the ball for this as well. You extend and lift. So breathing out as you extend and lift, and breathing in as you come back in. Same on the second side. So fully extend that foot away from you before you lift it up in the air. So you're getting a straight leg first before you lift it. And you're not aiming for height, you're aiming for length. So think of a line from your head to the tip of your toe. So, you're not aiming to get it up to the ceiling. It's not a kick, it's a lengthening leg line. So the next one, you can hold the ball and you can just roll it along, breathing out and breathing in as you come back in again. Now you can either keep the ball on the mat or you can roll it and lift it and then roll it back in again. So most of us I know haven't got a soft ball, so shoulders down and then just breathing out as you extend and breathing in as you come back in. Same on the second side, breathing out and breathing in. So trying to get your arm up, not forcing it at all, of course, just taking it to where you can get it without it being too much of a hurt. Not that it hurts, of course, ever. Much. So we've done about 10 of those. I always think that's probably the hardest level, really. With the ball, you can carry on doing that with the arm, or you could balance it on your back for a bit of a laugh. If you haven't got a ball, then it's just opposite arm and leg. So if you extend your right leg, It's your left arm that lifts up, breathing out, and breathe in as you come back in. Same on the second side, breathing out as you extend, and breathing in as you come back in. So we're aiming for 10 changes on that one. Again, try not to lift your hips up as you move your legs. Pretend you've got a tray of drinks balanced on your lower back and you don't want to spill any. No Wimbledon this year, so you can't have your champagne and strawberries, but pretend it's a cup of tea instead. And then should we finish that one off now and just have a little sit back on your heels and a stretch out. This next one's quite entertaining. If I show you can't see my feet, if I come back there, this is a sideways movement. The movement's going that way. It's not an up and down movement. It's a out to the side movement. Now, if you've got a band, you tie it around your ankles. You can still do it without the band. It still works, but the band gives it a bit more resistance. Then this is the interesting bit, getting onto your front with your ankles tied up. So, onto our tummies. You can use your hands on top of each other, forehead down on your hands, use your hands as a pillow. Now you need to keep your tailbone lengthened and your navel in and up and back to the backbone. And then you rotate your hips away from each other. So rotate your hips, pretend you're a ballet dancer, tailbone lengthened, and then lifting your legs just clear of the floor enough to get some movement there. And it's this sideways movement, really using your gluteals, and you just go as fast as possible, for as long as possible, say up to 10 breaths, but actually you do start to peter out fairly quickly, and you do feel it in your glutes. You shouldn't feel it in your lower back. Keep your tailbone lengthened. If need be, you can use a little cushion underneath your abs there just to lengthen that spine a bit more. I'm guessing you've probably finished by about now. So again, if you'd like to untie yourself, and we'll just stretch out after that one. So we sit back on your heels again. And then we'll come up into 4-point kneeling again. So knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders, shoulders down. We breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, you arch up through the back. Breathe in as you hold. Breathe out, you go through neutral. And arch the back the other way. Breathe in as you hold. And what should we do? Got 5 of them, just to get a nice old stretch there. And we'll just do one more. And then we'll do chalk circles, just a nice stretch out. This is a good exercise if you've got osteoporosis. I'll just come down here a bit. I think I'm going to get in trouble with room. We're on our side. You can use a little pillow. And got your hands together. Pretend you've got a piece of chalk in your top hand. Got feet together, knees bent, this top hip forward over the bottom hip, shoulders down, and then drawing a great big circle all the way round, right behind you, down past your knees and back to where you started. Keeping the shoulders down, really getting a good rotation, stretching out. So you're stretching the front of your chest here, getting a good turn in the waist as well. And then if you'd like to roll over onto the second side, and we just do the second side. So pretend you've got a piece of chalk in that top hand, great big circle all the way round, right the way past you, crashing into the shelves, down past the knees and back to where we started. So just enjoy getting those shoulders down, enjoy the stretch across your chest and a nice twist in the waist as well. And then if we finish that one off, and you can either use a little pillow, or if you have got a ball, you can use a ball. Shoulders down, nice length in the back of the neck, and then very gently, just taking your chin down towards your chest. Back to the centre, then very gently up towards the ceiling, not very much movement. Keep it nice and gentle and relaxed. Little nodding movement. And we'll just do one more of those. Also use it with the pillow. And then if you roll your head onto one side and come back to the centre and roll it onto the other side. And then we'll make like a little circle. Pretend there's a clock and number 6 is your chin and number 12 your forehead. Take your chin up towards 12, drop it down to 3, drop the chin down to 6, over to 9, very gentle. Don't force any movement with your neck, just keep it nice and gentle and relaxed. And then if we finish that one off, and if you go on to back to video number 4 and do your stretches afterwards. Thank you. See you again soon.